Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be watching some of the most disturbing door camera footage. Videos like this are the reason why I'm scared to get a little camera for my door. You don't know who could be outside your house.
In this first video, this house's Ring doorbell captured a man walk up to the front door in the middle of the night. But rather than actually knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell, the man pretends to do so. At first it seems odd, until you realize what's actually going on.
What's going on? He's literally fake knocking on the door. That's so freaky. This also looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, like there's trees in the background. This is definitely happening in some remote place in Alabama and they're literally about to get murdered.
Near the left side of the screen, a car's headlights can be seen. It's clear whoever is driving the vehicle is making this guy walk up and talk to the house owner for a seemingly sinister purpose, as the guy obviously doesn't want to do it.
Also, why is the guy topless? Why is he literally out in the middle of the night topless in shorts fake knocking on somebody's door? I hope this has got nothing to do with human trafficking because this is just freaky. Imagine you wake up, go onto the Ring app and then you just see them stand in front of your house. I'd call the police immediately and hide.
I mean, so much so that he fakes knocking on the door and even fakes a conversation with the house owner, all the while making sure the driver can see him doing so.
Is he gonna say anything?
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry.
That is so freaky. Like, why is he pretending to speak to somebody? Do you reckon he's been kidnapped and they're trying to get him to kidnap other people? Or maybe they're gonna try and rob somebody? I don't know, that's freaky. I wonder what the owners thought. Like, who is this man? I mean, they've got him on camera. I hope they handed it into the police. Either way, that's just so freaky. Like, what is happening?
From the fake conversation, it's clear the driver wants the man to look for someone named Matt. One comment guessed the man could have been being forced to rob the place, but didn't want to do it, making him fake the whole situation and claim no Matt lived there. But to this day, the real motives of the driver are still unclear.
I just want to know who the driver is and who is Matt. People like this are the reason why you need to lock your doors at night, because there's genuinely crazy people out in the world. There's people who'll walk up the doors and try to see if the handle's loose or not, and then they'll go in, kill people, or rob the place. It's just so scary. Like, things like this freak me, and this is why I hate being home alone.
This footage features a random woman walking up to someone's front door. The woman clearly isn't acting normal, or at least until a car passes where she breaks character so as not to draw attention to herself. After the car is gone, the woman can be seen putting her face right up to the camera. After watching the disturbing footage, the house owner would claim he had no idea who the woman was.
Yeah, I would have hoped so. Like, why is this random woman trying to eat the camera? I think she's drunk or maybe in drugs. I mean, I hope that's why she's doing that. I also hate the way these cameras are. Like, it literally makes the person look so evil. I'm telling you right now, she's definitely possessed by something.
This doorbell camera video shows the horrifying early stages of a fire in a neighbor's property. As the video goes on, you can see as the fire gradually continues to grow. So much so that it eventually reaches the house with the doorbell camera. At the time of the fire, the house owner himself was asleep, though he would be woken up by multiple notifications on his phone claiming motion was detected by his doorbell camera. After reviewing the footage, the house owner would frantically run to get a fire extinguisher and desperately attempt to put the fire out.
Isn't it so scary how if he didn't have that camera, there's a possibility he could have been burnt to death? House fires scare me so much because you don't know what could start it. A mouse could literally chew through a wire and that could literally blow up your house. It's one of my biggest fears and I'm so like scared of it happening. Like, I don't know, there's just something scary about it. Like, it just freaks me out. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna try and hoover that down with water. Call 999. Oh, come on, that's not gonna work. That's so scary. Exactly, evacuate now, don't try to hose the fire down. I'm sorry, but a little extinguisher thingy like that is not going to be able to keep that type of fire under control. What you need to do is get out of the house, call like a fire brigade person and get them to put it out. It's genuinely so freaky because if he didn't have that little ring door camera thing, he probably wouldn't have known that this was going to happen.
This video captured a woman frantically knocking on this house's front door. As she continues to do so, she can be seen constantly looking behind her. And that's when you realize why. A man walks up to the woman and proceeds to grab her firmly, telling her to get into the car. All the while, the woman can be heard pleading for him to stop.
Wait, so is this woman ran to somebody's house because she's being followed by a man? Situations like that are so scary because you wouldn't know if he's working with her and they're going to try and kidnap you together. But there's also a possibility that she's literally running from him. This is why I don't open the door to anyone. It's so freaky.
Stop, please, no, please.
Who is that man? Is that woman okay? Is she alive? Hello? We've literally just witnessed somebody getting kidnapped. That's so scary because you literally don't know if she's actually getting kidnapped or if they're working together. Kidnappers are very smart at kidnapping people, like that's terrifying.
The man in the video was later identified to be 20-year-old Viktor Kucic, and he would ultimately be charged with third-degree felony kidnapping.
Okay, so it turns out the man actually was kidnapping someone. That's so freaky, like it genuinely is. I hope the girl's okay. It's terrifying, like that is literally why I hate leaving my house at night. I love how I say that when I'm literally going for a walk in 20 minutes and it's literally 10:30.
This Ring doorbell starts off showing the house owner simply doing her laundry. Though, before she can even enter the laundry room, she can be seen pausing. And the audio from the clip makes it clear as to why.
Oh my gosh, what is that? Is that somebody speaking to her? If I were her, I'd literally freeze in the spot as well. Somebody is literally trying to speak to her. They're trying to speak to her through the camera. Like, I know some of these cameras can get hacked and people can speak to you from them. But like, is that person in their house or outside? That's so freaky.
A voice can be heard desperately pleading for help. Though, it's unclear as to where the voice is coming from. Clearly disturbed, and worried it could have been someone hiding around her property, the woman would end up calling the police.
That is so good. You should do that. If you literally hear a voice like that, don't stop. Just call the police immediately. You don't know if somebody could be trying to kidnap you. Like, that's so freaky. I feel so bad for her. Like, you could literally see the terror in her face. That's terrifying.
Looked around, I didn't see anybody out on the road or any cars or anything. So I went back to my Ring video to make sure I wasn't just creatively hearing something.
I can hear somebody saying something, but I can't.
Exactly, you can literally hear somebody pleading to her. I wonder if somebody was actually on her property or if somebody was trying to speak to her through the camera. Either way, that's scary.
The police would search the whole property, but find absolutely nothing. And to this day, it's still unclear whose voice was talking, or even where it was coming from.
That makes it even creepier though, like they literally don't know who done that. Maybe it was some type of sick prank or like a sick joke, or maybe somebody literally was watching her. Either way, that's so freaky and I feel bad for her.
A woman living in an apartment complex had reported that she had been being stalked for months. Police would open an investigation, though there wasn't really too much they had to go off of. But that was until the woman's Ring doorbell caught the man approach the front door on a bike wearing a mask. The man would actually apologize for stalking the woman, though what he said next is pretty disturbing.
I'm sorry. Looked in one day and saw you. Oh God, I can't stop.
Yeah, because that's going to make her feel safe, isn't it? Saying you've seen her one day and you can't stop watching her. I'm telling you right now, these stalkers need to be put into jail and literally never let out. That's so scary. Like, are the police going to be able to find out who that man is? I hope they are.
The man claimed he couldn't stop, which basically confirms this man is not mentally well, to the point where, unfortunately, he can't help himself. To this day, the woman still reports seeing the man at her apartment.
So the man is still following her, which means she's at risk. What she needs to do is hire a couple of friends to stay around her, and if they see him literally go and like grab him, he needs to be arrested immediately or something bad's gonna happen to her.
The owner of this house would wake up to a notification on his phone telling him motion was detected at his front door. And after reviewing the footage, this is what he found.
Okay, so I think I've seen this video before. If I'm correct, this woman is like mentally ill or has like schizophrenia. I could be thinking about a different one, but sometimes old people will be able to get out of their houses, get really confused and disorientated, and then walk up to random houses trying to get in. It could be that, or she could be part of like a kidnapper group. It's a good idea to use an old person to like lure the person out and then grab them.
There was an old woman with a knife just standing at his front door, constantly shifting her body weight from side to side.
Okay, never mind, I'm thinking of a completely different video. The person did not have a knife. This old woman is literally about to commit a crime. What is going on?
The woman can be seen awkwardly holding and looking at the knife, as well as constantly glancing all around her.
Is she okay? Oh no, this poor old woman. I don't know how to feel about that clip because she could just be lost and like disorientated, or she could be about to go into that house and commit a crime. Videos like that freak me out because that literally looks like a normal neighborhood. Imagine you get one of these cameras and you look out and someone like that's outside your door. I think I would die.
After a few more seconds, the woman finally attempts to ring the doorbell, but seemingly can't bring herself to do it for whatever reason.
If that happened to you, what would you do? Like, would you ring the police? Usually I go over to old people and see them as like a protective blanket. Like, if you ever see something scary, run to an old person. But because of this video, I don't think I'm gonna run to anyone.
And after 2 minutes of footage, it cuts off. It's still unclear who this woman was, or what caused her to walk up to a stranger's front door wielding a knife.
So they don't know who the woman is. That's even worse. Like, is she gonna do this to another house and actually hurt somebody? Surely somebody knows who this woman is. Like, I don't know where this was filmed, but take a screenshot of her and send it to your friends, because surely somebody will know her in this world.
Likely taking place during the whole killer clown craze of 2016, this Ring doorbell caught the exact moment someone dressed in a clown costume walked up to its front door.
I hate the whole killer clown movement. Like, it literally freaks me out. I never seen one of them in real life, but there were some in my area. The world was such a weird time in 2016. Like, so many weird things were happening, including killer clowns. Who in their right mind would dress up as a clown and chase people with a knife? Nobody sane would.
The person can be seen tilting their head and slowly walking up to the door, almost the whole time staring directly into the camera. While it's most likely just someone trying to scare people, there's a small chance something a lot more sinister is going on here.
Exactly, and the camera doesn't help it either as well, because it literally looks like they're being possessed. I mean, somebody who would do this probably is possessed and like demented. Like, it is not normal. It's so scary. Like, why do people think it's funny? Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. That was some of the most disturbing things caught in door camera footage. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the subscribe button, and yes, I will see you all in my next video.